Does Vanessa die in Daredevil? If you're wondering what happens to Vanessa Fisk in the Daredevil series, you're about to find out a lot more about her complex and dramatic storyline. Vanessa Fisk is a central character in the Daredevil universe, and her life is deeply intertwined with that of her husband, Wilson Fisk, also known as the Kingpin. She first appears as the owner of an art gallery in Manhattan and eventually marries Wilson Fisk, joining him in his criminal endeavors. One of the most significant events in Vanessa's life is when she is kidnapped by mob bosses who attempt to ransom her in exchange for evidence against them. However, this situation takes a dire turn when Lynch, one of Kingpin's lieutenants, sets off an explosive device, burying Vanessa alive in the rubble. Although she is presumed dead, she actually survives but is left amnesiac and mentally unstable. Daredevil later finds Vanessa in the sewers, where she has been taken in by a mutant. Despite her condition, Daredevil uses her as leverage to force Kingpin to make certain concessions. After being reunited with Kingpin, Vanessa is sent to a sanitarium in Europe to recover, a process that takes years. Vanessa's story doesn't end there. She eventually recovers and returns to play a significant role in her family's affairs. However, her life is marked by tragedy, including the death of her son, Richard, whom she kills herself after discovering his betrayal against her husband. As Vanessa's health declines due to terminal organ failure, she becomes increasingly vengeful against both Kingpin and Daredevil, whom she blames for the cycle of violence in her family. In a final act of revenge, she manipulates events to try and provoke Daredevil into killing Kingpin, but this plan ultimately fails. Vanessa's death is a pivotal moment in the series. She dies after a long and tumultuous life, and her death has a profound impact on Kingpin. Despite her passing, Kingpin is seen mourning her at her grave, and she even appears to him as a ghostly vision, taunting him about his lost glory. So, to answer your question, yes, Vanessa Fisk does die in the Daredevil series, but her legacy and impact on the characters continue long after her death.